Hello guys, and welcome to another video from Vintage Radar. Today I'm going to show you how to replace the watch battery on your Timex Marlin Chronograph watch. This is the most recent release when it comes to their chronograph watches. This is going to work for all of their models, including the Panda dial, the Blue dial, and so on. You will be able to see that this particular model has the screw down back, so this is what we are going to work with today. Here on the table you can see that I have my basic watchmaker tools, but I also have the Eventronic basic watchmaker toolkit that you can find on Amazon, link in the description box below. These are some of the tools that I also use. As you can see, the screwdriver, the watch wrench that we are going to use today for the screw down back. And on this particular watch repair toolkit, it comes with a very large watch wrench, so that is something that I really like. You can actually open very big watches. You can also adjust the bracelets. I will also leave a link on how to use all these tools in case this is the first time that you are doing so. And they have a nice package that you can also buy the watch press. This is going to be for the snap off backs, where you need to press them down at the end. So you need to press down the back of the watch in order to ensure that water resistance to secure the back of the watch. So we are going to use the watch press for these types of backs. Now I'm also going to leave a link in the description box below to the watch battery as well. Today we are going to operate with the AG9 watch battery type. There are also a bunch of equivalents out there. It only has one battery, so you need to pre-order one, and the watch tools in case you do not have them. Now I'm going to turn the watch on the other side, and the first thing that we are going to do is to use the watch wrench. In case this is the first time that you use it, you have a small wheel right here that is going to adjust the distance between these two heads, and you can use the handle so to rotate it, to screw it down or to unscrew it in order to move this end right here. Now what you want to do is to fix the top two in two of these holes, so these notches that you have right here. So you can unscrew it a little in order to fix it, just like that. And then we are going to look right here in order to fix the third one. Once all of them are going to be secure, we are going to unscrew the back of the watch. So we are going to rotate to the left, so in a counterclockwise direction, and that is going to open the back. So it is going to unscrew it a little, and then you can simply use your hands in order to unscrew it fully. Then we are going to remove the back of the watch, and I'm going to place it here on the left side. Usually if you are starting out, you want to place all your let's say watch parts, watch bits, the screws on one side of the table so that you can easily position them back. And here we can see the movement. Now there are going to be a few steps that we need to follow after the battery replacement as well, because you need to do the AC reset on this particular model as well. And then we also need to set the time and date in case the watch battery has been dead for a while now. Now something really important is that you can see right here, after the battery is installed, be sure to short circuit the area AC that you have on the back of the watch and the battery connection plus. If you turn the watch around, you'll be able to see a few writings on this metallic plate, and here we have the AC reset that you can see. Now before we want to open the watch battery cage, you also want to remove this plastic support. This holds the movement together, and as you can see, it is very easy to put back because you have these three holes that belong to the watch crown and to the two pushers that we use for the chronograph. I'm going to place it here as well. Now something that might be a challenge when it comes to replacing the watch battery on this particular model or on Casio G-Shock watches is to open the watch battery cage. That is why I recommend you go and purchase your basic watchmaker toolkit, because you are going to have this metallic pair of tweezers or a similar one in order to use one of the tips and to open the watch battery cage right here. So what you want to do is to insert one tip of the pair of tweezers just like this, and now we are going to open, as you can see, very gently the watch battery cage, and it is going to be open and we are going to have access to the watch battery. Make sure to take your time when it comes to this particular step, because if you rush or if you apply too much pressure, you might break this metallic part and your watch battery cage won't hold the battery together. So now what we want to do is to switch to the non-conductive pair of tweezers. In my case, this is going to be the carbon version. As I mentioned, you can also opt for a plastic one. Both of them will do, but as you can see, this one is thicker compared to this one, which is going to be smoother, and it is going to be very easy to get in between here in order to grab the battery. Once again, make sure to take your time. You can also try to push it from behind. Then we are going to grab it, and I'm going to put it right here. You can see here the gap from the watch battery. Now something really cool is that you can actually read on the back of the battery, so on the plus side, the exact battery model. So in our case, SR936SW. I'm going to leave a link in the description box below. As I mentioned, this is going to be the battery equivalent of an AG9 watch battery. And now I'm going to use the same watch battery because this is almost brand new. So let's presume that this is the new watch battery. Once again, make sure to pre-order both the watch battery and the watch tools in order to be fully prepared. And now I'm going to insert it right here, once again using my non-conductive pair of tweezers. You can also push it a little in case you want to do so. And then what we want to do is to close the watch battery cage. So what you want to do is to push it. You might hear a small click, and now the watch battery cage is closed. As you can see, we have completed to replace the watch battery, and we have here a small sticker that indicates the fact that we need to do the AC reset. So we need to find the place where we have the AC on this let's say metallic plate, and then we need to connect it with the plus of the battery. So I'm going to turn the watch movement around. As you can see here, we have Japan, and here on the left side we have a small AC written and a small arrow that points to the hole where we need to insert one of the tips of our pair of tweezers in order to connect it to the plus of the watch battery. So what you want to do is to insert one tip just like that, and then go a little bit underneath the sticker, connect it to the watch battery plus, hold it for around 3 to 5 seconds, and then the AC is going to be successful. Now something really important when it comes to this particular movement is that after you have done the AC reset, you can see that the seconds hand sometimes might also do a double tick. As you can see now, it has regulated, so it works accordingly because we have done the AC reset. But in case the seconds hand does a double click, so a double movement, make sure to pull the crown to the last position and then try to move a little the watch hands, and after you push it inwards, the tick should be normal. So you are going to see that regular seconds hand movement that we want to see after we have done the AC reset, guys. Now we have replaced the watch battery, we have done the AC reset, and now I'm going to assemble the watch back together. So as you can see here, we have the plastic that is going to go right here. We are going to align it with the two pushers and the watch crown. I'm going to push it inwards, and then you'll be able to see that it is not going to go all the way. So the plastic is a little bit more lifted on this side, and now I'm going to use my pair of tweezers in order to push it inwards a little, as you can see, just like that. So we want this plastic to go all the way. Now I'm going to pick up the back of the watch, position it onto the watch. Usually you want to move it a little left and right until it gets into its position, and then we are going to tighten it. So we are going to rotate it to the right using our hands, so our bare hands. And then when it comes to the final touch, what I want to do is to align Timex with the watch crown. So I want everything to be horizontally. So I'm going to take my watch wrench, position it as it was initially, and I'm going to tighten it a little bit more. you do not want to screw it down too much, because you are going to break the watch gasket, and that is something that you do not want to do. So guys, we have replaced the watch battery, and now we are also going to do the setting of time and date in case this is the first time that you have a watch with a date complication. So what we want to do is to first set the date, and then we are going to set the time. When we set the date, we want to set it 1 day prior to your actual date. Let me show you why and how to do that. So I'm going to pull the crown to the first position where I can actually set the date, and I'm going to set it to the 9th. Let's say my end goal is to make it the 10th. So I'm going to set the date to the 9th, 1 day prior to my actual end goal. Then I'm going to pull the crown to the last position, and I'm going to rotate the watch hands in a clockwise direction until the date changes. In case it doesn't change the first rotation, you are going to rotate once again and go past 12 o'clock until the date changes to your desired date. And now if I set the time, let's say at 4, I'm going to know that it is 4 a.m. so 4 in the morning. So I am on the 10th and it is 4 a.m. If I want to make it p.m., I'm going to go past 12 o'clock once again, and the date will not change. As you can see, it is still the 10th, and I'm going to set it at 4 p.m. so 4 in the afternoon. And that is why you usually want to set the date 1 day prior. As you can see here, we also have the 24-hour display, so military time. In order to finalize the process, we are going to push the crown all the way back in, and now we have this time set, also the date, and the watch is ticking with a brand new watch battery. So guys, that was the quick tutorial that I had for you today. You now know how to replace the watch battery on your Timex Marlin Chronograph watch. You know how to open it, how to do the AC reset, how to also read what battery type your Timex watch uses, then also how to put everything back together, and also how to set the time and date. In case you enjoyed this tutorial, guys, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this YouTube channel, it really helps the channel grow. Make sure to check out all the links in the description box below to the watch battery, to the basic watchmaker toolkit, and to the watch press. These are going to be essential if you want to start working on your watches, if you want to start, let's say, your watch repair, watchmaking journey. And guys, if you want to see even more videos about watches, vintage watches, watch tutorials, and watch reviews, once again, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. Check out our website, vintageradar.com, link in the description box below. We have thousands of vintage watches for sale in case you are into vintage watches. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next one.